Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Loft. Thank you so much for coming back here for a second episode. It means a lot to me. First off, I just want to start off by saying I want to thank everyone who followed me on Instagram, subscribed to me, and DM'd me with like such cute, adorable messages. It was so cute. I loved all of it, and it just makes me feel more motivated to keep doing what I want to do and like pursue this whole podcast thing. Also, I did say that every episode would be with a special guest and all that stuff, but I thought maybe I should do just one more episode by myself before I introduce a guest, just so I can master everything and have everything going the way I kind of wanted it to. But I'm hoping, if everything goes as planned, that the first guest comes on my third episode, which is next week's. So be tuned in for that. It's going to be a great episode. I can already tell the guest is amazing. He's a gem. You guys are going to love it. And yeah, so just keep watching and everything. And yeah, I'm very grateful for all the followers and everything. To a lot of people, they're going to be like, oh, 200 followers on Instagram. That's it. But no, that's a lot. It's more than what I expected it to be. And we're over 400 views on YouTube as well. My dumb ass thought I could pack up my bags and start moving to LA because I finally made it or something. No, I'm kidding. But I'm truly grateful, and I just hope I can keep giving you guys great content and something that you guys really want to listen to. And hopefully I still get the same love and support as I did when I first put my episode out. So yeah, thanks guys. But now I guess we can start with our second episode. I had a whole thing planned of what I wanted to talk about and everything. But again, just like my first episode, I totally decided to switch it up and put out a different vibe, not a vibe, sorry, but a different topic. I kind of did want to talk about body modifications and plastic surgery and tattoos. So because I do think it's kind of a touchy subject, and a lot of people do have complete polar opposite views on it, whereas I feel like I'm very like right dab in the middle about it. I guess I'll just get straight into it. I'm a huge fan of tattoos on women or men. I think it's a great form of art and like how you want to express yourself and everything. I don't fuck with face tattoos though, but everything else I think it's pretty sick. Oh yeah, or tramps, quote unquote tramp stamps, like the lower back ones. I don't think I fuck with those either. Yeah, no, I think tattoos are great, and I know a lot of people worry about like job security and like all that extra crap about your futures and careers. But if you kind of like look at it in a way where if you can have your tattoos covered, just go for it. In my opinion, I think you should just go for it. And a lot of places are becoming way more accepting than they were before when it comes to tattoos and body modifications, because it is an expression of yourself, and it is something that some people do want for a long time. So why wouldn't you go for it, right? Yeah. Get tattoos if you want tattoos, I guess. No, I think they're cool. Unless they're like gang related. Maybe those might not be the sickest idea to get. But yeah, no, I think tattoos are great. I know a lot of people also like in the brown community are against tattoos for mainly girls, and I think that is so dumb. Like if your sons can go around having tattoos and be like having all these sleeves and all that crap, I think girls should be able to have whatever tattoo they want to. Granted, it's like nothing like inappropriate, I guess, but like that should go as well for men as well, right? Like treat your boys the same way you treat your girls, and treat the girls the same way you treat your guys, right? Yeah, it's kind of a touchy subject, I guess, but like if just because your son got your guys' last name tatted on his forearm doesn't make it okay. And like if your daughter wants to get something like tatted on her forearm, like I don't know, I think it's so stupid. Just because you get like a tattoo with your last name on it doesn't make it any different than getting any other regular tattoo. Do you know what I mean? Personally, if I could, I probably would be tatted everywhere. Probably the only reason I'm not is because that shit's hella expensive. But other than that, I think like, I don't know. I like tattoos. They're sick. And I don't know if you guys really care to know that, but yeah, yeah, it's like, it's just a form of art, and it doesn't matter how you express it, or if people think it's stupid. If it means something to you, it means something to you. Even if it's just a stupid tattoo and you just got it out of nowhere and like you just always wanted it just because it looks sick, do it for yourself. Don't care about what anyone else says. I know like a lot of people, I know a lot of girls when they're dating guys care about if their guy likes their tattoo, if they're getting one. And it's just like, it's not his fucking body. It's your fucking body. You do you, boo. You got it. Go get it. I don't think it really matters what your significant other thinks about it. Like, tatted, not tatted, you're still the same person on the inside. That's all that should matter at the end of the day, at least, I would think. I think like themes for tattoos are pretty sick as well. Like, I know I have a weird theme for mine. Like, they're all on my left side. It's weird. Like, and I'm always gonna always only have them on my left side because for some, I don't know. It started off when I first got mine when I was probably, I think I just turned 19, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go get some, and I got two in one sitting, and it was like, it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. Honestly, I got my ribs done, and then I got my hip and thigh done, and it didn't really hurt that bad, to be honest. I feel like it was just like more like the tension towards it, like not tension, like the build up towards it was probably what was like making me so anxious. But once I got it, it was like, it was easy. Like right after I wanted like more. Like I was on like, I felt like it was like a drug or something. But obviously not. Yeah, and then I got them, and then I have loved them ever since. And then I have quite a bit now, and they're all hidden, so like people can't really see them. Also because like I'm covered up basically 24/7. Like no one really sees my skin for the most part. Um, so yeah, like I don't know. I'm telling you guys about my theme, but it's basically all on the left side because um, I always believe there's always a good side to people and there's bad side to people, and you know how like tattoos are like more taboo, so that's on my left side. I don't know. And then the right side's like the pure side. It's a stupid theme. Now that I think about it, when I say it out loud, people are probably like, damn, that's stupid. Why would she even do that? But like to me, it made sense at the time. And now ever since I started it, I feel like I can't stop it. So now I have literally all my tattoos on the left side. And then I have my spine done to divide it. And it's just like, it's just a theme, I guess. But they all do mean something to me to like, they're all pretty like deep and stuff. And like, I always thought I would never get art pieces done on my body before. And then I always had like scripture. And then randomly I was getting my back done, and then I was like, you know what? A lotus flower would look sick. And then I didn't want like a typical lotus flower either. And then I got it, and I was like, this actually looks amazing. Like, and then I started to appreciate like art pieces more on as tattoos on people's bodies. And then I was like, oh, I kind of would want that. And then I started slowly getting more art pieces done. And then, yeah, I'm hoping I can get my thigh done. I don't know. It's a big piece, so probably going to wait on that. And then, oh, I got injured at work, and it was like a permanent scar. So, but it was on my right side, and I was told I could get a tattoo to cover it up. And I was like all for it. I was like stoked. And then the only reason I haven't gotten it is because it would be a half sleeve. Because it's a huge mark. Like I would need a half sleeve basically to cover. Not because I did want a half sleeve or anything. I just rather have it covered than have really nasty marks on my arms. But the only reason I'm not getting it is because it's on my right side. And I feel like maybe I should do it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. I don't know. And then, yeah, I don't know. And then, like I said, they're all hidden. So it's just like no one really knows about them. But I guess people are going to know about them now because I said it on here. But yeah, that's basically about my tattoos. And my opinions on tattoos. I think you guys should totally go out and get them if you really want them. If you don't want them, that's cool too. It's like, it's whatever. It's your body. Do whatever you want with it. Your significant other shouldn't control what you put on your body. Your parents shouldn't control what you have on your body. You shouldn't care what society has to say, what goes on your body either. That's at least what I think. Like, it's your body. If you want to do whatever to it, go ahead. I know this is going to be dumb as hell, but I remember Kim Kardashian said that she wouldn't get a tattoo because would you put a bumper sticker on a Bentley? And then Chloe had a tattoo and she's like, oh, but you would put one on a Ferrari or something stupid like that. I think that's dumb because why would you compare your body to a car? That makes no fucking sense. At least in my mind, I think that's dumb. Anyways, and then body modifications. And when I talk about body modifications, that does kind of tie in with, what's it called? Tattoos and like plastic surgery and piercings. So my personal opinion, and you guys are more than welcome to like state your own opinions and stuff. Like, I love hearing everyone's opinions, and I'm always open to evolve my own. So yeah, hit me up with opinions and shit and stuff. Sorry. But I think piercings are like really pretty and stuff. I have my ears done, and I'm hoping to get my left side all pierced for my earrings. I have my belly button done. Also something that no one knows about until now, I guess. And then I have my cartilage done. I have my first and second holes. And then I'm getting the rest of my left side done. I don't know. Maybe it's too much. Some people are going to think it's too much, but I think it looks really cute and pretty. And then I want to get my nose pierced, but I don't think I should because I feel like it's just going to be too much going on. And then, yeah, I think piercings are sick. I don't know. Some people think they're kind of weird. Not a fan of like the eyebrows or the lips getting pierced. I feel like that's so like 2003, 2004 when everyone thought it was like a cool thing to do. But now I think it just kind of looks, I personally think it looks kind of funny. But then if that's something you're into, go for it. Some people pull it off well. So I guess it is what it is, right? Yeah. Trying to think. Oh, but I see people like okay, this is my thing about body mods. I see people like wanting to be like reptiles, and they get like plates put into their scalps and like into their eyebrows, and they'll like shave off their eyebrows. Or like there's this one guy that wants to be an alien, like a genderless alien. And I was like, boy, you done lost your mind. I don't think you lost your mind, but you lost something. Like how are you gonna be a genderless alien? Like, you're not an alien. You're just gonna look kind of funny now. But I guess I get his movement, but I think that's pretty extreme, and I guess that's where you start to think about like more mental health things. Like, what's really the issue here? Also with people like getting people get their tongue split. That's another thing I don't understand. And like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I personally don't understand it, right? Because like I'm not in that position to understand it. So I don't want to be ignorant to it. I'm just curious, like what's with the whole like splitting your tongue and like wanting it to be like a lizard tongue? I don't get it. Or like a snake tongue, or like, yeah. I think that's like an extreme though. Like probably like stretched ears are probably like the most common extremes that I have seen, and they're not even that extreme anymore. They became so acceptable at this point, I feel like. Also, I know a lot of guys make fun of guys with nose piercings. I think the nose piercing looks sick, like on some guys, like just like on some girls it looks sick, and like some girls it does not look that great. But I honestly think that the nose piercing on the guys looks like pretty cute. Some cute shit. Yeah. So, if you want to know how to win me over, it's tattoos and piercings, I guess. Yeah. Plastic surgery. Plastic surgery, though, this is a pretty touchy subject and something I'm pretty passionate about as well. Because I think if you got made fun of for something for like years, right? Whether it be something on your face or like something, even your people with like weight issues that are skinny. I can see why they are the way they are. Because like I personally, I was 145 pounds and 4'11", all of grade 8. In grade 6 and 7, I was like starting. That's when I started getting chubby, and I would go out like to buy clothes with people, like my friends, so-called friends, whatever. And I would go with them, and they would all be like size 00, and I was like a size 3. And to me, I was like, holy fuck, like I've like, how am I so big? Blah 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 blah. Like I'm so chunky. Like I need to be as small as these other girls. And they were assholes too. Like that's what I mean, like so-called friends, because like they would put me down. They'd be like, "How are you so big? Blah, girl, get you a treadmill." And I didn't realize I was that big. And then but yeah, that's a totally different thing. I was just saying, like, when you're growing up and you get made fun of for some, like, a certain thing, like, for example, like, I was made fun of for my weight and my nose. Everyone told me I looked like a bird and I had a beak. And, like, even till this day, like, if someone wants to fuck with my feelings, they'll say some dumb shit like that. Um, and I don't really care too much anymore about it. I do care about how it looks, but, like, I just kind of, like, laugh it off, or, like, I say some shit back, I guess. But, like, it's not as deep. It doesn't hurt as much as it did before. But so for like, if I were to get a nose job, I feel like it wouldn't be as big of a deal, simply because I've been wanting it since I was like in grade 6. Um, and I know like it would be something that would like boost my confidence, right? Whereas like I see girls like, I don't see, this is where it's gonna get touchy, like Kylie Jenner, and I feel like it's kind of overdone. It's very unrealistic. With the hips being like taken out, like spread out more, the waist taken in. I don't know, like it's just kind of obvious that it's liposuction and reconstruction, and just like, and her jaw's been shaven down. You can tell, um, you can tell, you can tell her lips are done. I mean, that's kind of a given, but things like that, I feel like are as well as an extreme. And it just gives like other girls like kind of an unrealistic expectation of how their body should look like. Like you're not supposed to look like a centaur. Like dead ass, you're not supposed to look like a centaur. You're not a fucking mythical creature. Um, it's just wild, because I even see like models on Fashion Nova where their bodies are like wild. Like, and then you buy their clothes and it's just like, how come this doesn't fit the same way as it did on that girl? And it's just like, because your body's definitely not the same and her body's not the same either. That's not what it fucking looks like. And there's Photoshop and there's all that extra crap. And like, it kind of gives like an unrealistic expectation of how you want your body to be. Because like Kylie's ass, I don't think it's supposed to be that fat. I mean, Kim's ass was fat and it just got fatter. I wonder how. And she weighs less than me. She's only 105 pounds, guys. 105 pounds and all that ass. Like, how? It's liposuction. That's fucking how. And like, you'll see her calves. They're not toned or anything. Like there's not muscle there. So you know it's not from like, oh, she's just doing squats. Like, no, I don't think that's what it is. And I think it is kind of an extreme, and it is kind of unfair to the girls who are like busting their ass off every day at the gym just to like be somewhere near a body as desirable as there is, right? And I'm not saying desirable by men. I'm just saying desirable in general. Like girls look at her and they're like, damn, I wish I had a fat ass. But yeah. And like, also there's like other plastic surgeries that I think aren't like as big of a deal and like are more acceptable, like a rhinoplasty, like I was saying before. I think it is more acceptable. And like, if you guys know, like the Hadid sisters, Gigi and Bella had a nose job and no one really talked about it either. Like it was just like, oh, Bella had a nose job. Shit, that's wild. Megan Fox had a nose job. No one really talked about it as much. Also, there's like boob jobs and stuff. I think boob jobs are fine. Like if you had like no titties, and this is just a personal opinion again, right? Like I think there's nothing wrong with having no titties. I think little titties are cute. I think big titties are cute. I prefer little titties. just saying like my opinion. But yeah, like but like if you're like going to the doctor to get like, if you're a size A and you're gone to go get like a G, it's kind of it's not, it won't look natural. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though it is unnatural to get plastic surgery and it is like extra work and stuff, it's not God given, but I feel like as long as it looks natural, like you're Gucci, like it's all good. But I think once you start looking like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of someone who's like overdone with plastic surgery, like, because not gonna lie, Kylie Jenner looks great, even though she's had a lot of shit done to her. Like the Kardashians look great, like nonetheless. But um, who was it? There was someone that got like intense plastic surgery and they look fucked up. Not fucked up, sorry, but like, okay, you know what? Yeah, like fucked up. Um, okay, whatever, whoever it is. But I don't know. I feel like 3 should be your limit for plastic surgeries. Or like modifications. Like I feel like personally I would get my nose done or like get my lips filled in a little bit. Not like Kylie though. Just like even everything out and then like, yeah, I think that's all I would ever do, to be honest. And yeah, no, yeah, that is all I would actually ever do. I know about like cool sculpting and stuff. I think that's not as bad as like a lot of stuff. But then again, just I guess just go to the gym, right? Eat healthy. Then you won't really need that stuff, and it costs so much money. Like, do you really need to waste your money on plastic surgery? Whereas you could like invest that into like maybe putting a down payment on a car. Do you know what I mean? Um, yeah. I mean, if it makes your self esteem better, then all power to you. I know if I got a rhinoplasty, it would make my self esteem so much better, and it is kind of something what I would want. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you get what you give. Um, yeah. Also, if a dude makes fun of you for plastic surgery, that's kind of fucked up. Again, not his body, it's your body. You go do you. You go get what you want. You go work it. But I think there's a certain extent. Once you start looking like a completely different person, I think you should be cut off. That's why I think 3 is like a solid number for like plastic surgeries and all that stuff. Yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on plastic surgery, especially, and tattoos and body modifications and all that extra crap. Not crap. See, guys, I'm still learning. I need to figure out how to word my shit properly, and like, I'm trying not to swear as much. I'm trying not to say as much or like these random filler words. Um, See, there we go again. I blank out sometimes, and it's not because I'm stupid, but I am at the same time. Like, I try making sure I'm saying the right thing, not to offend anyone, because I understand freedom of speech, but I also realize I shouldn't be out here offending people with my opinions. Do you know what I mean? Because this should be a safe place for everyone to listen to and compute their feelings or opinions that they want to. Like I said, I'm open to evolving my opinions. No one's opinions stay the same, and I think that's how humans evolve, anyways. Like, if you stay the same, it's fucking common sense. If you stay the same, there's gonna be no change, right? Yeah. So, yeah, tattoos are cool. Piercings are great. Plastic surgery is great to an extent. If if you get plastic surgery, I heard there's a story of this girl in China. She got, or was it Korea? I honestly cannot remember, but I'm pretty sure it was China. She got so much plastic surgery and she got married to this wealthy man, and their kids came out quote unquote ugly. And he thought the first one wasn't his. And he's like, okay, whatever, like push it under the rug. And then they had another child and it came out ugly as well. And then he was kind of like getting suspicious. And they had a third child and it was still ugly. And he was kind of like, what the fuck? So obviously man thought his wife was out doing the dirt. And then I guess that wasn't the case. I guess she was just really ugly and spent a lot of money on plastic surgery to look like this gorgeous woman. And obviously your genetics aren't going to change if your outside changes, right? So the kids ended up looking like their mother, and he filed for divorce, and he sued her for emotional, I don't know what, emotional abuse, not emotional abuse. What's the word? I can't remember the word, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And he won. I'm pretty sure this guy fucking won. That's wild. it's kind of funny, but okay, it's not funny, but it is funny because like, would you not ask her for like, would you not see her baby pictures or like, would you not see her like growing up pictures? Like, what kind of relationship was that? Like, if I was dating someone, they would see all the ugly of me. Like, that's how I feel. Um, yeah, it was some funny shit. That's for sure. Anyways, guys, those are, I guess, my opinions about tattoos, piercings, and what's it called? Plastic surgery. Yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions though. So like I said before, you guys can message me, you guys can leave comments. Also, I really want to know like what is something you guys want to hear from me in topics and stuff, because I'm more than willing to talk about it. I just really would love some input and stuff. I got a lot of input of being told maybe not to edit stuff out. So I'm just going to leave it how it is for now. And then you guys tell me if you guys prefer it to be this way or do you guys want me to switch it up a bit? And then I'll start editing more and stuff. I'm open to opinions and everything, like always. Like I said, guys, I want this to be more of a conversation. So just message me and let me know. Thanks so much for listening. Still don't have an outro, but I guess I'll just tell you about next week. Join me in next week at 7:00 on Sunday, and it should be a great episode. I'm gonna have a guest, and I'm very, very, very excited and cannot wait for you guys to see who it is. I know a lot of you guys might know who it is when you see or hear who it is. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys still follow me throughout this journey. And I promise the content is going to get better. I know this one was kind of like pretty random and like just something that I wanted to talk about because it's been coming up a bit. And I know this is not going to be as great as probably the last episode that I had, but I still wanted you guys to have something for this Sunday. I want to be consistent. So as long as I have something out there and you guys can help me improve on things, it's more than I could ask for. So yeah, thank you guys for listening again. Subscribe. All the links for everything will be in the down bar below. I'm going to have my Instagram, Twitter, and email address, as well as personal Instagram. If you guys want to follow that, you don't have to. If you guys want to just follow the Loft with Q, you totally can. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Still help me find an intro, please. I need some help with this. I don't really know what I'm doing still. But bye, guys.